The views or opinions expressed on this show are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Zonse Live.
Museliwa Mwatandara Bwanji Kaya Mwaswera Konse Kumene Muli. This is Something Radio. My name is David Page and my co-host as always, Thai Frequency.
What was that? What was what? Mwatandara Bwanji? What was that? What language was that?
Mwatandara Chitumbuga but Chitonga also Imakara. Mugoni.
You're telling me about my people. Don't mess up my people's beloved language.
Malawi.
Yeah, man.
Malawi, you
know,
yeah, we have to always promote, unity. We're
straight
one
up
people, divided by language and mindsets. Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. Getting straight into it. Bilingual EP by Episodez is out. You can get the EP on all major platforms.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see.
Platforms, on all major platforms, local and international. I think you can also order it on WhatsApp. Episodes on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm pretty sure.
I've heard a lot of good things about the EP.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things. I think I've only managed to listen to 2 songs, but yeah, they sounded really solid. I listened to the Young K feature, and I saw him tweet about it, saying that he is happy that he made a song with one of his idols. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I think it's nice when you're, what did J. Cole say? When your
idols are your rivals.
Okay. He's not his rival, but yeah. Anyway,
I think I heard his Metal Monday issue interview, and he talked about Young K being one of his favorite rappers. So it's dope to see that he's working with his favorites.
Yeah, I was saying the other week, how I love how Malawian artists are putting out body of works.
Yeah, man.
Which is very, very nice to see.
Well. Yeah, man. Like,
very, very nice to see that people are actually working on.
We're going to see a lot of albums, EPs.
Yes.
There's so many albums and EPs that are out already. Classic put out an EP. Who else put out an EP?
Eli put out an EP.
Eli put out a dope EP.
Yeah.
Daredevils have announced an album as well this year. Physics put out an EP. So it's encouraging. Another artist that has put out an album is Hazel Mak.
Surprise album.
Debut as well. It's gotten attention from a lot of international platforms. I think that's the beauty about having international links or management that links you up with different people, so you're knocking in different countries. And
I think it's a good move, especially now that she's in the UK and she decided to drop the EP from the UK. Would have been much better to, now that under the circumstances that we're in right now, I feel like it could have even done way better if it was released when everything was, calm, or even if there wasn't this situation, and her being in the UK, that would have been nice. I feel like a young tour in
more
the UK.
shows and
more
that
shows
kind of stuff, appearances, interviews, that kind of stuff.
And then when she comes back here,
I saw she was on one platform. I think it's from Namibia. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give a lot of the details because I'm not sure the facts. I've forgotten. But she was hammering an online interview as well on the same day that she dropped, which was on the 1st of May.
Nice.
New month, new music. A lot of new music that's come out.
Yeah. I hope people are listening to it.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I have. I think one thing that I like about music now is the fact that I can go to my Spotify and I'll find every album that has dropped in the past month.
I think also artists have normalized putting their work
on big platforms,
international platforms,
and it makes it very easy. I remember I used to have a big issue with downloading music from Malawi Music because TNM just wouldn't download
for some reason.
TNM wouldn't download the music.
It's hectic.
So
but man,
the variety is amazeballs.
So it also puts you on the same level with international acts, so you can actually see how you're doing.
Exactly.
Comparing with other countries as well, other international
and
as well.
the fact that your music can just like slip in some Spotify playlist and I think that's really nice.
And you can actually make something out of it as well.
Exactly. And track it down properly.
Yeah, numbers. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Like that.
Talking about more new music, Charisma put out a video, a lit video, and the track is also titled Lit.
Yeah,
it's really dope. I like what he's becoming. He's maturing in his sound, and the way he carries himself, the way he delivers. I think he's found his formula.
He has.
For now, I think it's working.
It is working, and the video is very clean.
It's clean. Yeah, it's clean. Love the dance and everything. Yeah. The swag, the drip, the
fits were just too dope.
Yeah, man.
Which is very, very important.
Yeah, man. Big up to man like Charisma.
Yeah.
BFB, Fifi Cooper, and Frederick also dropped a video for Capolo. I think I don't know if I'm correct, but I think I heard this song a while ago without Fifi Cooper and Fredo. Yeah. I think this.
They had already released it.
I don't know if this is a remix.
You heard it in passing.
I feel like I think I heard it. I don't know if I'm confused with the original sample of the song that they did. Napolo Wajabi.
Yeah.
But they switched it up and I liked how they did that, and also featuring an SA artist. I think after being an SA for our BFB, this is expected as well.
It is.
He's a very great talent. Very good
producer.
Yeah, so his beats always knocking. So it's good to see, his mission to SA bearing fruit.
International collabos, very important.
Yeah.
Someone put out a tweet the other day asking which is the biggest Malawian international collaboration.
International collabo.
Yeah. Who do you think is the biggest?
I think
without
a doubt, it has got to be Tender by George Kalugusha and Mr. Easy. I don't think we've seen anything at that level.
Zani Shali Pato ranking?
Come on, bro.
No, I'm just asking that. Like, there's a couple of international releases that have.
What? Yeah, and Tigrin and the other people. There was actually Dales in there as well. Beanie Man. Yeah, it was supposed to be a big tune, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But for me, this new George Kalukusha, Mr. Easy, it's like he's not even trying. Like what you see most people doing when they're working with like an international act is like you see them try to fit into the big artists. But you see
style of music.
George, in fact, this is a remix, right?
Yeah.
So he pretty much George was doing what he always does.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Easy. This is the first time I've actually heard Mr. Easy. I remember the first time you played it for me. I didn't know which one. I didn't realize the second verse was Mr. Easy because I've never heard him sound like that. I'm pretty sure maybe he's got other songs that he sound like that, but this was very new for me.
Yeah.
And I love what Mr. Easy as well is doing for George.
Yeah.
He's really pushing the track, which is new. Most international acts, when they work with, like, from what we've seen with Malawians, we don't really get to see the international act push the song or own it. But Mr. Easy's making TikToks, funny videos about the song, and
I think the really chemistry is just right.
Yeah, man.
The chemistry is very right. I feel like
organic.
Yeah, it's very organic. Just the fact that Mr. Easy adapted
to George's sound.
I feel like that is just
says a lot.
It says a lot about the level of respect that he has for him as an artist as well, and just in general, just seeing him push like African artists and not try to change them, but try to push them to create exactly what they want to create. Because he's done the same with Joe Boy.
Yeah,
he's just literally let him just make his music, and then they're pushing, which is just amazing to see. So
I think also what I really like about the whole Empower movement is that someone with a platform like that, say someone as big as him, say for example Davido or Wizkid, they all have like record companies. There's EME. No, Wizkid was in EME and then he created Starboy.
Yeah.
But I think it's Obio. Yeah, Davido.
Yeah, Davido.
And Burna Boy. People that have got like serious influence beyond Africa. Also creating a platform for other
fellow
artists,
Africans,
and without making it personal. You're from my country, you're from, I know you from a young age, so I have to put you on, but like really Mr. Easy and George, there's no way that they could have met before this whole without music.
Yeah.
So meeting through music and making sure that, you know, the person is still doing what they're doing and just pulling them to the level that he's at. I think it's very
because like for most artists, it's not about putting other people on the same level as them. I feel like for a lot of artists that have like blown up outside Africa, I don't see them pushing other artists as much as Easy has done.
Maybe
in a way,
because of the feeling that I'm not there yet, so I'm not
about to put someone on to that level.
Place to bring someone to my level because I'm not there yet. But you see, man like Nasty C is like a real big artist beyond Africa, and I can't wait for the day that he actually introduces us to the next hot kid. Yeah. So pretty much that's what I mean about Mr. Easy putting on other people. Yeah. Because it's not like he's got everything, but he's got something and he's willing to share. Yeah. The same platform he's willing to share the little, which is very big. Yeah. With other artists. So that's amazing to see. Very man. So those of you who haven't heard Tender by George Kalukusha, please do check it out. Yeah. Out on all social platforms. Very dope tune. Very nice tune. Addictive. Yeah. I really can't wait. I was telling you the other day that I can't wait to see them perform it together. Yeah. Man. That would be like so dope. I was seeing Coachella, music, man. I was seeing Coachella and nah, but I think everything happens for a reason. Yeah, man. And I believe by the time we come out of this worldwide lockdown, I think once the events take off again, I think would have created a bigger audience, would have created more connections with, and would have gotten more attention from like people from beyond Africa as well. I see what Nasty is doing, the label is doing for him. Pretty sure once this thing is over as well, he's going to be doing a lot of traveling. So yeah, I noticed the amount of platforms, like media platforms that are talking about the tune around Africa. Yeah, man. And even the UK pretty very, very big. Impressive, man. Very, very, very impressive. So like earlier today I got a message from him. And he was saying there's a certain something called Song Addicts that are like running a cover challenge for his single. So yeah, he's gonna select a winner on Sunday. I hope the episode drops before then, so that like other people who haven't gotten a chance to like do the cover. Yeah. But anyway, by Sunday, he's gonna announce the winner, and they'll get a day session at Sound Addict. And he's asking anyone to like do it. He's put out a link for an instrumental. Who's Sound Addict? It's a studio in Malawi. Or is this like a Sound Addict Studios? I think it's probably in SA. I don't know. I'm just assuming that it's in SA. Okay. But anyway, they're running research. They're running the challenge. Just check out George's Twitter and Facebook and places like that. Yeah, for you to like find out more. But I feel like it's also a good opportunity for a Malawian to also pretty much win from anyone. At this level, it's like George is international, so you can't really just box him to like Malawi. Don't expect to win because you're Malawian, because it's saying only for Malawi. You're gonna win if your sound is dope. We have to stop with the mentality of thinking, good ads. This is like not the Malawi. I saw how Issue in Panda was running a graphic design contest for his book. Yeah, for his book, and he had interest from SA, interest from Nigeria. So I think Malawians, we should also jump out of what happened there though? What happened? I saw like him announce the winners, but then I saw, because like initially I thought the one with most retweets was gonna win. Yeah. But then I saw him select the ones with the highest retweets, and then he posted them to his page, and then he also asked people to vote again. So I just didn't understand those dynamics. I thought once you have the retweets, you posted, because what I saw was I think then after he posted, the most likes on his page was going to win. But I feel like when people see something these days, their first reaction is their real reaction.
Yeah.
So if I'd liked it already, I wouldn't know if I should like it again.
Yeah.
If I see it on a different page. But whatever the case, he announced the winners.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people that were saying the third
should have been the first.
But I feel
is he the one who got more retweets as well in the first time?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really following. But from my observation, I really feel like a collaboration, like a collabo, because the font on the third one was really dope.
It was doper than.
But the photo on the first one is better than the third one. So I think like a mashup
like the
would be
third
really
photo.
dope.
I like the second photo more actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're all entitled to our opinions.
True.
But at the end of the day, that was a good initiative.
It was a very good initiative,
Yeah.
and for graphic
Good
designers
rollout.
as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think it's a good rollout for the book.
The
I
book
just
as
hope
well,
the book is as good as the rollout. Most importantly,
Fingers crossed.
yeah, fingers crossed.
And good luck with the book as well. So.
Yeah.
Still talking about new music. Maselba, Saint, and Lulu have announced to put out a music video for Maselba's song Chisanko, titled Chisanko, and the audio is done by Janta, and the video super clean, done by Esam.
Yeah,
Bad motherfucker.
I loved it.
Yeah.
The preview, at least the preview.
Yeah, the preview.
Yeah,
Looks like there's a story to it. The shots were dope. It's clean. The outfits were nice.
yeah,
The cars, the props were really dope. And I think there was a bit of collaboration with other brands, which I recommend for a lot of creatives that
yeah.
we're not always gonna get cash sponsorship.
True.
Sometimes you have to be creative and like get service trade.
Yeah.
So if you want a car for your video, you talk to a car dealer, they give you a car and you give them placement.
Facts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's high time we really utilized everything at our disposal, because at the end of the day, we're trying to build an industry, and this is what it takes to build an industry.
Yeah,
It takes
sacrifices.
it takes more than just your talent to get you there.
Yeah.
It also requires you to like think outside the box. So think about it. Think.
Anyway, I think that's about it with like actual music news.
Yeah.
Wait.
Fredo's got something coming
Fredo
out.
Kiss is putting out a song.
Put out or putting out?
I don't know if it's out or it's coming out.
Is it
but
out?
I think by the time you're watching this,
It's out. Yeah.
The song is titled Da Da Da. Chana walusa nyimbo jimene, I'm pretty sure you go that.
I bet.
Check it out and support. Before we move from like actual new music news, Drake.
Dreezy, how are we not gonna talk about? I'm mad. But
Okay,
yeah,
you can hammer. You can start talking about Drake. I'm gonna get a refill.
so Drake's got a new album out. Anyway, so Drake has a new, it's not an album, but it's got a compilation. He announced a couple of days ago that Noah 40, his producer, and Oliver picked out a couple of songs, and then they put it out as a project, pretty much.
What is it titled?
It's titled Dark Lane Demo Tapes.
All right.
Yeah, so that's something to.
It's a lot of bangers in there.
It is a lot of bangers in there.
Drilling is like drill tracks on
Yeah.
there. He's singing with Chris Brown.
Yeah,
It's got features from Future, Thugger.
you don't sound very, very excited about this.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
This is how I've been
it's
talking
like
about.
rapping,
This is
just
how I've been
rapping
talking
it.
this whole time.
It's
Yeah,
Drake,
man.
man.
It's facts.
Put some respect on his name.
Drake stands, man. Like they try to make you feel like you're the lesser fan.
No,
like,
man, I'm not saying you're the lesser fan. I'm just saying
Aight.
put some respect on Drake
And say what?
and say that it's slapping.
Is it?
It is slapping, guys.
Okay, a lot of
It is
people
slapping.
feel indifferent. Like
Yeah.
for a Drake project, and we have to admit,
not a project
for a Drake
like that.
project, it's see what I mean. If another artist put out a song or put out like a project with, and they say
compilation.
and they said Lost Tapes or whatever, people are gonna come out saying,
But Lost Tapes slapped as well, hey?
I'm not talking about Nasty C.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I'm
of people
just-
that have put out like compilations of like tapes or songs
Yeah.
that they weren't really gonna put out initially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not the first time he's actually put out songs. Before this one, there was another compilation that he put out as well. Right. There was a leak, all right, from his team, because how did Drake ever leak anything? Anyway,
Kanye's cousin stole his laptop.
Kanye. I said Drake. Anyway, if it was anybody else, people would still criticize and say, but as a body of work, these are really dope songs.
Yeah.
But as a body of work, we don't really.
It's a compilation. It's not well curated. Can I
finish my point? For a Drake tape or album, people can say it's not knocking. As a body of work, it's not knocking for a Drake project, because you can't say just because it's a tape, it's not an actual album, and then he's excused, because this same guy blew up with a tape.
Yeah.
I mean, so his tapes have knocked before. Yeah. So if this one as a body of work is not knocking, don't get mad when somebody says it. I'm not saying it's not knocking. The like problem, I said, because there's big tunes on there.
There's huge tunes on there.
Big tunes. But as a body of work, I think it's safe to say it's not as good as any other Drake project.
Opinions.
Okay, what would you compare this one with?
Exactly. I cannot compare it to anything, because it's a compilation of songs that were not ever meant to come out.
Nah, bro.
Like that.
Nah, bro. Because you know what? I could say that about my music, and you would take it, even if
I'll believe you. It's your music.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's your music. If you tell me this music is not gonna come out, I'm gonna believe that it's not gonna come out.
At the end of the day, we're only going to judge it as music that came out.
Facts.
That's it. Yeah. And that's where we're judging it from, not because it's
and for music,
or whatever.
And for music
but
that's come out.
As a body of work.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like
the people that are complaining that it's not good enough, I hear them. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Everyone fumbles the bag.
He didn't fumble the bag. That is exactly what he didn't fumble the bag. He lost the
beef with Pusha T. But
Drake put a #1 track on a compilation tape. And Basi, it's just going to be on that compilation tape.
It's still not knocking as a body of work. It is even knocking. With the #1.
It's knocking. It's knocking.
The songs are knocking.
If it's not knocking, then it's probably your speaker's fault. But it is slapping.
My speaker doesn't have a phone, by the way. But anyway,
your speaker doesn't have a phone.
You said my speaker doesn't have a phone. My phone has a speaker, but my speaker doesn't have a phone.
No,
it's cool. It's cool.
But yeah, make sure you check that out. Dark Lane demo tape.
Yeah, man, nice. Big tunes on there.
Big.
I've been saying. That's the first thing I say. It's big tunes on there.
Tunes. It is big tunes.
Drake, man, come on. Classic and Martin Carter. Yanko Zulu and Martin Carter.
Yanko Axon
Zulu and Martin Carter have pledged to go a month without drinking alcohol. Do you know how much alcohol you have to be known for drinking?
For you to quit for 30 days.
For 30 days, I'm not going to drink. People are like, wow.
And then something radio is like,
yeah,
wow.
We're going to talk about it.
Like, they quit for 30 days.
These guys are your friends. Do you think these guys are going to make it?
Yeah, I feel like they're going to make it.
I feel
like they've got like, I feel like now that they put it out and like made everyone know that they're quitting alcohol for 30 days.
I say, imagine kada kandi jini balevu.
Nah, man. But like, I feel like these are like some good habits that you can create for yourself. You know?
I mean, I commend it.
Yeah.
I commend it.
Yeah.
But this is classic. And
this is the problem. This is why people never quit doing things, because there's always people like you at the end of the day coming in and saying, do you think Paige? Come on, man.
It's dope. It's really dope. I commend them.
It is.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna hammer.
I like it. I feel like if you're doing 30, do 62, hey?
You're pushing it.
But yeah, man, I feel like it's a really good move. I was thinking yesterday that like the month of May is like a very good month to like, you know, create new habits and be consistent with other habits. For me personally, I'm using the month of May to like, you know, create new habits. And yeah, man, and I feel like with this quarantine season, it's only right for you to like, you know, try out new things.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Classic and
shout out to Matse.
Yeah,
for, you know,
embarking on this new journey
for the next 30 days. All right, powers to you.
Powers.
What I say? don't cheat. You know what I mean?
We'll find you.
Don't cheat.
We'll find you. We got people watching. So, like, if you guys cheat, then we'll definitely know.
Precious Namadingo, as always, has been topic of discussion this week.
This past 2 weeks.
But this week,
back to back.
But this week is for. So he went on his Facebook, and he posted a story, not a story, but like a post about how he's not a gospel artist, rather just an artist. And there was a lot of like, I think it's actually not the first time that he said this. I think it comes from a place where people are always asking him why he's not making gospel songs. I don't understand, because he's always putting out gospel songs. Yeah. So I don't know where these conversations stem from. But this one, as far as I know, it was him who came out and said he's not a gospel artist because everyone's got a job, and there's no way you can actually say you work a gospel job. You know, so it's unfair to say because you're a musician who makes gospel music, then you're a gospel
I don't
artist.
get that though. What does it mean by
I think there's the thing about people always asking why you're featuring certain musicians or why you're working with certain people. You're a gospel artist, so you can affiliate with certain people or make music that doesn't say Jesus for 3 minutes. So people will always come at you for that, I guess. Yeah. So maybe that's why he decided to come out with a public service announcement and say he's not a gospel artist, rather he's just an artist looking to, and making music is his job. Yeah. And there's no job description that says gospel something. So it's unfair to say he's a gospel artist.
Yeah. I think it's kinda unfair in a way to really brand someone. It's like when you're an artist and people are saying, "Oh no, you gotta be a role model."
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't sign up to be no role model. I signed up to make music. That's what I did.
Yeah,
you know? I'm not saying you shouldn't be role models to like the youngins, but I just feel like,
I think
at the end of the day,
these people
we do put so much pressure on music artists to like act a certain way. Yeah. When at the end of the day, you're human and all you're trying to do is make music. I remember there was a certain year when Bruno Mars, I think they found cocaine in his car in like Germany or something. And then this is like old Bruno before this wave that he's been on, this Grammy wave that he's been when he was like, still trying to chop it up and stuff. And he got arrested and stuff like that. And then after like a couple of weeks, they were interviewing him and asking him, like, someone asked him why he did that when he's meant to be a role model, and he's like, "Yo, there's no way that I signed to say that I'm a role model. I'm an artist. That's what I do. I come here to make music for you guys, and that's all there is to it." But I also understand where people's arguments are coming from, because this is how he branded himself in the first place.
Yeah, in the
understand? There's no way we're gonna expect Chitega Family to hammer a song with
Mario Bros.
With Mario Bros. You understand? I mean, it would be nice. It would be for a change. It would be nice because that's what music is about. It's about breaking boundaries and achieving certain things. But it's just not right for. No, it's not. I don't want to say it's not right, but I just think.
You understand where it's coming from.
I understand where people's frustrations are coming from. You put yourself out there and branded yourself a certain way, and I feel like it's okay for people to question that. And at the same time, I understand him as well. You know, there's so much pressure, and sometimes it's very unnecessary.
I think if anything, we should have gospel politicians, gospel ministers.
Exactly.
Gospel presidents.
If that's what it is.
That's all we need.
If that's what it is.
And not force artists.
I like how there was a certain time when the Lecrae wave, there was a certain time when Lecrae started collaborating with like artists outside his gospel sphere. And people were asking him about that. Oh, yo, Christian rapper this, Christian rapper. And I've also heard it from like a lot of rappers who make gospel music about them not being Christian rappers, but being rappers, but being Christian and being rappers, being Christian first and being a rapper, you know. So I feel like distinguishing that and also just putting a brand or like a name to it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of artistry in general. Right. So yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I think about that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to hear you talk about that. Learned a few things from that. Thanks.
Do you think? Okay, go on.
Anyway, what was he in the press for the other time? The first time.
What was in the what?
What was he in the press for?
Oh, the Rastas.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
the Rastas.
The
Rastas were very angry at him for you know. But yeah, he's been in the limelight.
Maybe. Do you think that's where it came from? Because he was performing with black missionaries. Maybe. That's
so the Rastas are mad and the Christians are mad.
Damn. Hectic.
Mayo, boy. Mayo, simu nagwe.
Hey, Mayo, I'm going to join.
Oh, Mayo, I'm going to join us. I feel like different. I feel like different like sectors of society are like just aiming and just being mad at people. You know?
Man,
like, being mad at like everyone.
When I saw the whole thing going on Twitter, I was like, oh, I think Joy is being initiated into the limelight.
Because there's never been a time when people have complained about Joy Nathu.
Yeah.
It's always had a clean record. He's always been smooth with it.
With the smiles, you know.
Yeah, man. And what I like about the situation, it is a good situation in a way. Because people really need to talk about these conversations need to happen. And for me, this is coming from, I've just noticed that a couple of times over the past few weeks where people have been having conversations about the industry. Yeah. Which is very, very important. Big shout out to Dark Shadow for like, she was on IG Live the other day and she was like just chopping it up with a few people and they were like having conversations about the industry and stuff. And I thought that was really nice. People need to start questioning certain things and certain ways that we've gotten accustomed to over like since forever, man. Since forever. And it's only right now that we've got the platform to talk about it that we need to ask certain questions to certain people. And I kind of like that people ask them those questions or people address their concerns because Joy Nathu is a major force in the industry. He's put on a lot of people.
One of the gatekeepers.
He's one of the gatekeepers. He's one of the gatekeepers. And he's put on a lot of artists. Yeah. But there's also a bunch of artists that have complained about not being able to be on that platform. Yeah. You understand? So, yeah, man, those questions need to be asked.
Yeah, I think it's really dope as well because part of the conversation was, and I really liked seeing other, contemporary artists, upcoming like Luzio, actually
and
get involved.
Poets, man.
Yeah, and getting
I
involved.
I saw a bunch of poets like
in the conversation,
complaining and talking about it.
Yeah. And
I just think that's also another side of the industry that's been like pushed aside, but that's a conversation for another day.
I don't think it's being pushed aside. Yeah, but that's a conversation for another day, like you said. But what I like about it is there was talk of local music and local sound and sounding local and what Malawian local music is and how we don't. And he was saying we don't really have like a distinct sound that says Malawian sound, right? And I've had this thought for a while now that I think, and we all agree that Malawian music is evolving and has evolved over the years. Yeah. And I feel like the sound, the music that we used to celebrate or know as actual local music made with local instruments and sounding, all those guys, that was local music.
It was,
but it wasn't a genre to start with. There was never
been a genre called
local music. Local music, right? And I feel like at this moment, local music is urban music is our local music now because it's the most popular Malawian sound. And there is a Malawian sound. When you listen to the radio, there's like kids that are making local music, Malawian music. But it's urban music because the time that this sound was starting out, there was actual local music being played on radios every day. But now you find more of the urban music being played on these same platforms. So I feel like urban music now has become local music, but to have an actual local sound, I think that's something that we do, because there's like artists like Nyago who have like an original sound. There's artists like Lawi, even Patience Namadingo is very original in his sound.
Yeah.
But that should not stop people from making other genres of music.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be limited. Could it just because I don't sound like Faith Musa or like Patience Namadingo, then I'm not making Malawian music? There's still Malawian rap. It's still Malawian. It's still
exactly.
Local.
Like for me, I feel like local is. I don't like that word. You know. I mean, it's
because it's associated with poor quality.
Exactly, but
it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. And if you look at SA, they'll say local music, but local music is a lot. Kwaito is local SA music. Amapiano is local music.
I think there's a difference between traditional music and local music.
Yeah.
Because there's traditional genres. Like
exactly. I think that is exactly where we missed the point. You know? Traditional music.
Yeah.
Traditional
music and local music, they're different.
Traditional music falls under local music. Traditional Malawian music falls under local. Malawian rap falls under local music.
Yeah.
Everyone, pretty much, if you make music
and you're a local artist,
you'll make local music.
Pretty
understand?
Much.
So, what I didn't like from Joy's tweet was his complaint about people not sounding authentic enough in relation to not sounding Malawian enough. You know? What's the bar? What's the bar that has been set to say that this is Malawian music?
Yeah.
You know?
This is how a
Malawian artist should sound like, or this is how it should sound like if you're making Malawian music. Yeah. Is it rapping in Chichewa?
Yeah.
I think not.
Is it having
a beat that has got like many beats, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. So I understand people's frustrations in regards to his statement about people not sounding authentic enough, because I think Lose Your sounds authentic. He's authentic to his sound.
Yep, definitely.
You can't say that he doesn't sound Malawian enough. What is trying to sound Malawian enough?
And I think then we have a problem if we're trying to make people sound a certain way, then we're taking away from the art. I think we need to normalize, and I said this, creative freedom.
Yeah.
We need to normalize creative freedom in graphic designing, in video production, audio production, everything that, and if this goes to mostly non-creatives, that let creatives create, you know what I mean? Don't tell them what to create. If you're going to hire a creative to give you a certain service, treat them like a professional and expect that they know what they're doing. And if you go to the wrong guy, then that's your problem. But there's like a lot of guys that are doing the right thing and doing what needs to be done.
Exactly.
Please give them pay them what is duly theirs, and please allow them to create freely. Another
thing that I wanted to talk about from the situation was, I feel like Joy Nathu has a certain audience that listens to the radio, and 90% of people on Twitter don't listen to the radio.
Okay.
Yeah. So my point is, what's the point that I'm trying to make? The point that I'm trying to make is the music that he plays for his audience in a way.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to categorize because I don't know what audience.
You know,
but I mean, I know what.
Because you can tell when you go on his Facebook page or his Twitter page,
the people that are like commenting
there.
So people that are deep in the streets, like inside Malawi, that like, you know. And what?
I'm doing inside Malawi right now.
Jeez,
what do you mean, bro? Say it. Free space.
I'm just gonna say that he's got an audience, and that audience is.
I think we all know it.
Yeah, and that audience is not the audience that's on Twitter complaining in a way. You know. Okay, but I'm not saying they have no right to complain.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing. So if you have people that are exposed to things that are at this level, I don't think just because they're okay with that, then they don't deserve to
That
know
is exactly what I was getting
what
to.
is over
That
here.
is what I was gonna
You know
get
what I
to. That's the point that I missed. That I wanted to get to. No complaint in people wanting to be on certain, because like if as an artist, if I was making a sound that is appealing to like the international market but is not appealing to a local market, I would want to find a way
Still break into
that local market.
Yeah.
And I feel like Joy Nathu's show is the perfect place to break into that market. And the fact that it's one of the only shows that actually, like, one of the few shows that is in tune with like urban music and like urban lifestyle consistently as well. I feel like it is a great platform for Joy to balance out those two, to pretty much make the artist that's making international music that's appealing to the international market to appeal to that audience, and to also introduce new artists that don't sound so generic to like the music that he plays for, and introduce them to like new artists that are like, you know, that are
new audiences.
Yeah, you know, because there's more to Malawian music than we've got a lot of alternative music going out. We have a lot of EDM music, you know, coming out.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like platforms like that are very necessary to push all types of music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can share your thoughts with us on the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to Zonse Live on YouTube, and do follow on all socials.
Yeah.
Zonse Live and Something Radio with the double O at the end. Issue. Ila Njuchi has shot a DVD.
A DVD?
Yeah. So there's a group of guys that are shooting like live performances. So they're bringing together different artists and they're just performing their songs live. So Ila Njuchi is one of the first that have done that, and he tweeted a few days ago that he's gonna put it out as a DVD since he can't perform anywhere with the situation around the world.
Yeah.
So he's gonna put out a DVD for people to still catch him and perform his
Unplugged
music. Yeah, man.
Nice.
It's really dope.
Nice.
Live, boss.
Yeah, and his live performances are very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. The young man is under good management, and seems like they know what they're doing. They're branding him nicely.
Yeah.
I think he put extensions. Did he put extensions in his hair? Yeah.
What?
I think he's got locks.
I didn't see that.
I think so.
That's interesting.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon enough. Now we're gonna talk about it when we do. Anyway, on a bit of a sad note, Africa lost one of our greatest talents, Tony Allen. Passed away this week.
Yeah.
He was Fela Kuti's drummer, and he was crazy.
Legend.
Legend. He could play four rhythms at the same time.
Yeah.
So left hand playing a different rhythm, right hand,
So
left
different
foot,
level of
right
skill.
foot. Just man.
Yeah.
Please do check him out and do celebrate our legends.
Exactly.
Give them their flowers where they can still smell them, you know.
Facts.
But rest in peace.
Yeah.
Babanla. Anyway, man, it's been a good one.
It's been nice.
Yeah. Watch out, boss. Makala busy.
Thanks. We should say the same about a very vulgar. Good t-shirt.
Hey, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Do the right thing.
You know, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's Flipping Page, @Flipping_Page.
Yeah.
And my madam has got a Facebook page. I'll say this every week. Madam's got a Facebook page.
I don't have
that's
a Facebook page.
@Thai
I
Frequency.
actually went to check, and it's not at Thai Frequency.
What is it?
It's just my Facebook name.
But it's a page, right?
Yeah, it's a page.
So he does have a page.
I don't have a page,
Settled.
but there's a page.
Yeah, right. What are your handles?
Thai Frequency on all socials. Yeah, and check out our TikTok as well, Something Radio, because there's 2 O's at the end.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I'll keep saying this: Malawians are not used to watching online stuff.
Yeah.
But please do check out Malawian content creators.
Yes, man.
There's a lot of content out
There's
there.
a bunch of content. I feel like I'm just gonna tweet like handles today.
Yeah,
because I'm on this group called Malawian YouTubers, and there's just like a lot of content in there, and very nice to see. So I think I'm gonna do that. So
Powers. Shout out to once again. Shout out to Warner for the beautiful calendar. I keep saying this. Beautiful prop. Please do support local talent. These guys are mad talented.
Yeah.
One's a very dope poet, and the other one is a dope illustrator. That's Nafe and Derato. Please do follow them on all socials as well, and stay up to date with all their creations. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's been great. It's been great having you on the other end, and it's been 7 episodes. Can you believe it?
Hectic.
Yeah, man.
Hectic.
Love and peace.